that you can put your ribbons, your decorations in. For I had lost all of mine. My parents had a fire in their home where mine were stored. And so he was looking at them. Had been on the wall for years. First time he'd looked at them because come back from boot camp, understood a little. And he asked me a question, which is something that I will always remember. And he said, "Grandpa, were you a hero?" Told him no, but I served in a generation of heroes. And so let us all today say happy 239th birthday, United States Marine Corps. I hope you have 239 more. Monday, November 10th, United States Marine Corps' birthday. Tuesday, November 11th, Veterans Day. Could I have now all the veterans that are not Marines stand to be recognized in this audience? Thank you, comrades. Now, Veterans Day be 10 o'clock at the courthouse. We always ask 3 questions. What is it today set aside to honor all veterans of this country? Be they Marines, Army, Navy, Air Corps, Coast Guard. Who is it we're recognizing? Every honorably discharged one of them. And why? That question was best answered by our first commander-in-chief of this country. George Washington wrote this: "The willingness with which our young people are likely to serve in any war, no matter how justified in the future, shall be directly proportional to how they perceive the veterans of earlier wars treated and appreciated by our nation." Take the time Monday to have us all come together to honor that commitment, because the American veteran stands in a long line from the Revolutionary War to the Civil War, through Vietnam to today, to do duty, honor, and country. Because remember, my comrades, you are the glue that holds this country together. No other group can do it. No other group has the respect. No other group has had the background, the discipline. And so I oft hear these lofty words, well, we're going to help the veterans. You heard what Dan Speedy does. I've had one rule for 27 years in my public career. My teacher was Bob Sechrist. My first job when I came back from the Army was in law school, was a page in the state senate. Now, a page in the state senate sounds like a big important job, doesn't it? You know what it really is? Gopher. Driver. Bob Sechrist is the worst driver I ever saw. He had a spit. Yeah, he had a coffee can as a spit tune. We'd drive all around to all of his speaking engagements to veterans organizations throughout the state of Ohio. I was in law school. I didn't think I was going to make it through. Didn't have any time to study in the evening. So one evening we're going up to Mansfield, American Legion. I said, "Senator, what are we going up there for? These people aren't even in your district." And I always knew with Bob when I'd made a mistake, he always called me son. He said, son, they're veterans. And that's the rule that I've used for 27 years. You're a veteran. You ask me to speak, I'll go. Some of these poor fellows in here, and lady, Karen, my wife, they're going to have to listen to me tonight, Andy. They're going to have to listen to me tomorrow at church.
He had bail pouch.
Yeah, that's what he chewed. Dan, I like this. Andy, we can go on the road together. So I hear what all we're going to do for veterans. I hear how we're going to hire veterans. And I always say, well, show me. That's what you should say to your judge. So I'm going to do a show and tell now. Chad, would you come up, please? I'd like to tell you about Chad Elliott. Graduated from Newcomerstown High School in 1998. He happened to be a star quarterback there, their last championship team, or at least I think it was their last championship team. He tells me he's put on a couple pounds since he was a quarterback, but I wouldn't want to tackle him. Now, the United States Army, March 2000 to April 2005. Military police officer, paratrooper, Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Deployed 6 months, 2001 to Kosovo, peacekeeping mission. Deployed again, January 2004, Iraq, 1 year. 8 months in Baghdad, 4 months in Fallujah. Yes, Dan, the Army was there with the Marine Corps. It was a unit called the 1st Cavalry Division. Was wounded in action. July 19th, 2004, the mission in Iraq when a roadside bomb received shrapnel in the face, shoulder, ruptured both eardrums. He holds the Purple Heart. Married, and Therese, Tizzy, will you stand? I hope I did that right. I've been practicing. This is his lovely wife. Thank you. They have a son, 2 years old. He received his bachelor's degree from, what's the other team that's in the football game tonight other than Michigan State? What is it?
That team up north.
Yeah, well, that's Michigan. What's the other team? Did you ever hear about the Ohio State University? All right. Well, he's a graduate from there in criminology in 2012. He worked as a victim advocate at the Haven of Hope here in Cambridge, where I first met Chad. He's now electronic monitored house arrest pretrial release officer of the Common Pleas Court of Guernsey County. Would you honor a fellow veteran, Chad Elliott? And so we close by saying, happy birthday, Marine Corps. My fellow veterans, you're the glue that holds this country together. And may God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America.